I'm Amy from She Cooks, She Eats, and this week I'm going to show you how to make a simple chocolate soufflé. I asked on Twitter what you'd like me to vlog about this week and Ashley came up with the idea of soufflés. It's actually a really good idea because I know it's something that seems a lot more complicated than it is. I've made soufflés a few times now. Usually I make cheese and herb soufflés, but I've also made a few chocolate ones. And they're actually pretty easy and they're very impressive to bring out to your friends and family and say, look what marvellous creation I have made. Soufflés can be sweet or savoury. They can be fruit flavoured, they can have cheese in them, they can have vegetables in them, they can just be spiced. Loads of different things you can put in them. They're really versatile. I'm starting with this chocolate soufflé because it's quite a simple recipe, and then maybe in a few weeks' time I'll look at making some savoury soufflés as well. Alright, let's start making our chocolate soufflés. You will need 20 grams of unsalted butter, 40 grams of caster sugar, 100 grams of dark chocolate and 2 eggs. This recipe only serves 2, but it's easily doubled if you want to serve more. First step, preheat your oven to 200 Celsius, or if you've got a fan oven, 180. Then you need to butter 2 ramekins. To butter my ramekins, I'm just going to take a little bit of paper that my butter came in and rip it off. Then I'm going to smear the butter on the inside of the paper all around the inside of the ramekin. My granny used to do this. Okay, repeat with the other one. Nice and greased. Then you want to pop 5 grams of your sugar inside each ramekin and shake so that it evenly coats the sides. 5 grams, about a teaspoon, and then put your hand over the top and just shake. Shake until there's no sugar left sloshing around in the bottom. The butter should help it stick to the sides. Okay, that looks pretty evenly coated to me. And then do the other one. Cool. Now I'm going to pop these in the fridge until my soufflé mix is ready. Whilst they're chilling, I'm going to melt my dark chocolate. You can do this by putting the chocolate in an oven-proof dish above a pan of barely simmering water, making sure the water doesn't touch the bowl, but I'm just going to do it in a microwave. Same rules as before for melting chocolate in the microwave. 20-second blast at first, take it out, give it a good stir, then give it 10-second blasts and stir well after each time. Cool, that's nice and melted, so I'm just going to add in my 20 grams of butter. There we go, just stir those together till the butter is melted. Now the reason this is a good soufflé to start with, and the reason it is quite simple, is that with a normal soufflé you'd have to make a base of like flour and milk and cook it, and it's just a bit more complicated, whereas in this chocolate and butter mix is the base. Good, that's nice and melted. Just going to leave it to cool whilst I get on with sorting out my eggs. Yes, this is another vlog involving eggs, starting to think I should have called my channel 101 Things to Do with Eggs. So, 2 eggs. You want the whites in one bowl and the yolks in another. There will at some point be a vlog on separating eggs. Egg whites, egg yolks. Now for what appears to be my favourite thing, whisking the egg whites till they're stiff. If you don't know how to do this by hand, there's a link up there that will show you how. Cool. Nice stiff peak there. Take the whisk out and it stands straight up in the air. Now, just like you're making meringues, you want to add some sugar. Add 15 grams of sugar and whisk it thoroughly until it's nice and thick and glossy. You can do this all at once. I'm just sprinkling my sugar in. You can measure this out beforehand if you want, I'm just being daring. There we go, 15 grams. Whisk it till it's nice and thick and shiny. You can see how nice and shiny and glossy that is. Now add another 15 grams of sugar and just beat it in again. Another good whisking. There we go, that is super. Over the head test, we're good. Now, your egg yolks. Lightly beat the egg yolks with a fork. There we go. And then mix in the chocolate and butter. Gosh, that's very thick. Try and get all the chocolate in. Lick the spoon as little as possible. There we go. And stir. If at this point your chocolate is still quite hot, it might look like it's split. Don't worry, just keep stirring it. And when the chocolate reaches room temperature, everything will be fine and it'll start to look really smooth and glossy and lovely. Smooth and glossy appeared to be my buzzwords today. I should be appearing on a Pantene advert. There we go, look at that. Lovely jubbly. So now you need to fold your egg whites into your chocolate and egg yolks. So use a spatula to fold in. Just take a big chunk of egg white first, whack it in and mix well. This will loosen the chocolate mix. Big scoop of egg white, plop it in and mix up. And you'll be able to see, hopefully, how much looser the chocolate and egg mix gets. That's going to be so much easier to fold the egg whites into. You know what else will be easier? Using a bigger bowl. This bowl seems ridiculously large with 2 eggs, but alas, I have nothing else. Whack that in. Okay, now take your egg whites and pop them in the chocolate bowl. So you want to be gentle with these because you don't want to knock all the air out. The air is what's going to make it rise in the oven. However, don't be scared of them. People tend to be so scared of egg whites when they're folding them in. They tend to take ages folding, and then that means, you know, all the egg whites deflate naturally and they're losing the air anyway. Just be quick and firm, but gentle. I tend to twist my spatula around the edge of the bowl, then cut through the middle. Bloomin'-licious. Okay, so keep going until all of the egg white streaks are gone. You want it to be an even colour all the way through. There we go. Lovely. Now you need to get your ramekins. Pop them on a baking tray, just so they're easier to get in and out of the oven. And then fill them with half the mixture each. Doesn't matter if they go right to the top, that's absolutely fine. Probably should have worn an apron for this, I am covered in chocolate. It's been 7 minutes, so let's get our soufflés out the oven. Okay. They've not puffed up hugely. I think that's a combination of my ramekins being a bit too big, so the mixture didn't come to the top, and I think I was a bit too vigorous with the egg whites. But they have puffed up, and I bet they're still delicious. Now you have to serve soufflés immediately, because as soon as they come out of the oven they start to deflate. I'm not going to argue your recipe, so let's dig in. Okay, my lovely little soufflé. Oh, yum. That's oh, it's all gooey and lush on the inside. And oh, that's so good. That's so, so good. It's like a chocolate fondant soufflé, you know? The shell is lovely and light and crispy and kind of floaty and melts in your mouth. Then the inside is just pure sauce. Hope you found that useful. I'll look at some more complicated soufflé recipes in the future. See you next time. Bye!